everybody? I'm so pumped for today's chapter, man. But before we get into that, dude, I opened it up, right? Went to the Viz app, pressed download, because you never know when my internet's gonna go out, especially lately. But bro, the very first thing that I see, above all of the things on this page, is that it states chapter 980, Fighting Music. Now, I don't know about anyone else, but when I saw the words Fighting Music, I was like, yo, Tekken 7. You know what I mean? Dude, that main menu / selection screen theme, main menu theme for Tekken 7 is one of the greatest main menu themes I have ever heard, man. There's a lot of great main menu themes out there. You know, Metal Gear Solid 4 has a phenomenal main menu just theme in general. Like, you pop that thing up, you press start, but it's a legendary thing. But Tekken 7, you know, just staying on the fighting game thing. Tekken 7, Marvel vs. Capcom, I want to say it was the third one. I don't think it was the second one. I think it was the third one. MVC 3. You got the greatness of Street Fighter 4 and 5. And all legendary. Street Fighter just has a legendary soundtrack. But man, Tekken 7, bro. I remember popping in that game for the first time and loving that soundtrack so much. I was like, man, this is about to be legendary. I didn't think a Tekken could surpass 3 in my heart. And then 7 was just like, I'm here. And I 100% of the game, legendary game. But the moment I saw the words Fighting Music, I was like, bro, fighting games? Tekken 7? Shout out to my boy Heihachi, man. Heihachi the legend, R.I.P. to the voice actor of Legend, man, who also voiced Kizaru, Joseph Joestar, many other legends. But here we are, man. We are here today, ladies and gentlemen, for the greatness in the latest installment in the Wano Awesome Sauce of the best-selling manga in history. Ladies and gentlemen, we are talking about near what is almost the second best-selling comic of all time. There is only one. It is the one, the only One Piece, dog. Yo, I can't wait for June 12th. I'm not even a Netflix guy. I haven't watched anything on there since I finished, or since I was watching End of the Effing World and Black Mirror. That was the last thing I watched on that platform, right? So I've barely touched it since, but the moment that they said that on June 12th, they are bringing the greatness of the best-selling manga in histories, first 130 episodes to Netflix. I was like, what? An opportunity to not only rewatch the series, but introduce everyone that I know into it? Do you know how many people I know that have Netflix and their biggest thing about One Piece is that it either A, it's too long, B, they don't watch anime, or C, you know, they don't know where to watch. No excuses. Only 130 episodes. And you already know, you don't need the cosign. I am the cosign. I am the living, breathing cosign of watching One Piece. You feel me? Watching or reading the series. So anyone, if you have any single human being that you want to get the series into, let them know about your boy. Because I am a living, breathing cosign for the series. I don't care who they are. I will sell them on it. I'll become a businessman. You know how people go to college in order to become great at whatever it is they want to do. They practice, do whatever it is that they need to do. They go to all these classes. I'll do it for free. I'll become a doctorate in business and whatever that field is called. Marketing, whatever. When it comes to women, I'll sell it to anyone. No matter, man. So you send them to me and I will get them into the greatness. But aside from that, man, super excited for this week's chapter. Especially after a long break. And I haven't watched anything anime related since I finished watching the Code Geass spin-offs. Akito the Exile. I never watched them before. So to watch those, it was a nice treat. But that was the last thing I watched. That was like early last week. So I've not consumed any type of content from this medium in quite a few days, man. So I'm ready. I'm itching for it, son. So without further ado, before I do it, thank y'all so much, man, for 10,000 subscribers, bro. That is insane. That is a milestone that I honestly was starting to get the point that I was like, man, am I ever gonna get to see this with my own two eyes? Like within the next few years, because when I lost the old channel, it was on the way to get there, man. And then on this channel, of course, we managed to make it, man, and it's all thanks to y'all, so I really do appreciate y'all for that. I'm still thinking about when I want to do celebration-wise. I know I want to do a stream. I just don't know when I want to do it. So keep an eye out for the stream. And then I want to do some other things as well. Just where I'm currently at right now, it's really, really hectic, and I'm trying to get everything balanced so I can start doing YouTube regularly again. But even if I can't do it regularly, just at least get out like 1 to 2 a week, you feel me? Because it's getting hectic. But as far as the celebration goes for the thing, I fully expect to do something like a stream of sorts sometime, if not this week, then next week. We'll see what happens. But I do want to do it, man. I definitely want to do it. It's been so long since I've streamed because my internet has been so bad that at this point, I might just say screw it and just stream regardless. You know, we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens, man. But regardless, let's get right into this awesome sauce. Chapter 980, Fighting Music. Once again, if you have not heard the Tekken 7 main theme, go listen to the Tekken 7 main menu theme, man. That thing is a banger. You want to know what a banger is? Go listen to that theme, dude. It's a banger, bro. And then right here we see Gotti. Yo, whole squad up in here. Shifone, Lola, Capone. You see, I think that's Vito in the background. We're still in Dressrosa. Gang Beaches, oh my family, I like you, marry me. right off the bat. Right back up in the like swimwear with the gags. I like you, marry me. Yo, Gotti's like flag nards, man. Like, let's go right up in the like swimwear. Then we turn over the page. And we continue right where we left off with a pissed off king ready to go up in their like swimwear, interrupting this party that Queen has going on here in Onigashima. Hey, you got Oshiruko all over me. Yeah, because Oshiruko ain't fit for eating. It's better to wear it. Yeah. Can you imagine? Yo, I used to work in a restaurant, man. If somebody ever told me that, I might throw it back, like, in their direction. Just, oh yeah? Boom, how you like wearing it, dog? Fresh hot out of the oven. Because Oshiruko ain't fit for eating. And that's why he threw it. You know how disrespectful that is? Like, somebody made it with their own two hands, bro. I guess, yo, Sanji heard that? Sanji will give him the biggest sweet chin music of all times. 100%. You know, Tifa's Limit Break, her final Limit Break in the original Final Fantasy VII, the one that does, especially if you get all the 7 in the slot machines, and she's able to completely do, like, this massive combo, like she's a Street Fighter character. Sanji would do that if you ever found somebody throwing away food for no apparent reason. You feel me? We saw what he did to that one dude. He was on this, man, put his foot all the way, I mean, he pushed his face with his foot all the way down on the ground and proceeded to wreck the rest of the squad as he should. Sound good to greatness. That was great. Bring Mo Oshiruko out. Let's have a food fight. Let me see. Luffy looks up and once again he thinks of Tama. How come the idiots like you have all the food in front of you? And Tama's stomach is still empty. And he goes right in for the elephant gun. My man's playing no game. My man's playing no games. No Conquerors hockey. No Rio hockey. My man said, yo, I want my fist to feel this man's head. I want my fist to feel whatever I'm about to knock out here. Gomu Gomu no fills it right up. This man said, how come the idiots like you have all the food in front of you and Tama's stomach is still empty? Like all of y'all who have no appreciation for food. Y'all have no idea how scarce it is for all these other individuals. You're sitting there laughing to so much to a point to where even if you don't like something, you're willing to throw it on someone else. And Tama only eats twice a year. So how dare you do that, man? Come on, no. We see dude get smoked. Yo, his head goes down like Patrick and SpongeBob. You remember when Patrick got folded in that one episode whenever, I forgot who was dropped on his head. But they dropped his house, I think it was his house, on his head. He came back up like an accordion. No. That's exactly what this dude is right here. Having the Don Chinjao type of expression on his face. You see a pissed off Luffy right here. And he hits him with a massive elephant gun, man, as he should. And he literally drops it on top of his head. I mean, yo, like a nail. I mean, my man said, who needs sledgehammers? I am the sledgehammer. Triple H, you watching? I got you. Elephant gun. Right down on the floor. And that's going to cause a big ruckus. Does Queen see him? Yo, he got folded, bro. Look at that. Look at his head. Look at his head, dude. Dude. It's classic accordion sound, like it's a cartoon. So everybody look back like, huh? Like, yo, y'all want it too? Yo, Luffy will take one swing with that elephant gun. It doesn't even have to hit you. He'll just swing that thing and everybody in here will go flying. Are you kidding me? That's the 5th Emperor of the Sea. You see Queen looks over. Fight. We look back to Onigashima once again getting in this glorious panel. Yeah, mess him up. We see Luffy kind of like cracks his neck. Yo. Look, Captain. It's Straw Hat. Kid. What does that idiot think he's doing? We're trying to sneak through this banquet area using the disguise and look at him. Forget him. This just makes it easier for us to get around. And you know Kid likes it, bro. You know Kid's like, that's why I'm cool with this dude. Because remember back in Sabaody, whenever him and Law, that's kind of like whenever they got the respect for him. Whenever they saw him punch the Celestial Dragon, knowing for sure what the consequences are going to lead towards. And they were like, yo, alright, Straw, relax, man. Are you insane? He's actually that insane. You know, and so as time has progressed, they actually see that actually this man is that insane, especially on Law's half. You know, Law's seen this man do everything and anything, and declare everything and actually deliver upon these promises. Like, that's just the way that he is, man. They're like, you know, Kid, and he's like, you know what, man? We'll use this to our advantage. We'll sneak over to the side and do it that way. There's a crack running through the 2nd floor balcony. Whoa! What's going on? We're tipping over. Oh no, the feast area is a total mess. You okay over there? This junk got sliced. Sweet Flagnarts. What's that? Fwa. Was it Killer that did that? Nah, Killer ain't that monstrous of a thing. Alright, he ain't doing all that, right? Or could he? No, he's not. Because Kid looked back and he was like, what was that? Which means he was caught off guard. Well, way to go. You just had to cause a scene. I heard the noise in the distance. Is that Zoro's blade? You just had to cause a scene. I just heard noise in the distance. I walked straight in the direction to see. Who's that? That's gotta be Roronoa the goat. Look at my boy. No, rocking it there. What a mess of things you made. What a mess you made of things. Why can't you behave and infiltrate the group like a normal person? Like, you're here to talk. My man went up in like swimwear and cut this massive thing right down the middle. Like, I got on the wrong ship, head self, dog. Does he understand the words that are coming out of his mouth? This crew's a joke. But they spilled Oshiruko on the ground on purpose. The Oshiruko? Well, that Seto said they gotta get sliced. So I was like, well, if it's the Oshiruko, dog, alright. They're getting sliced. All gonna get sliced. Let's get it. Hey, hang on, hold on. What's the surprise? Explain, Master Queen. Doctor, help. But this isn't a war. I know, but they haven't figured us out yet. These guys aren't with us? Yo, Scratch! Mr. DJ Hero himself. I have to find a way to play that game again, man. DJ Hero. Yeah! My boy Scratchmen Apoo. That's super obviously Straw Hat Luffy. What's he doing here? I heard he was in prison in Udon. Alright, Luffy, if you're satisfied now. Who are these guys? Just seize them, they're up to no good. Let's scram. Yo, they went up in like swimwear and said, alright, we out. We out. Let's scram. They're running away. Queen, I got to check with you. Yo, what up, brother Apoo? Yo, my man. Queen said, yo. What up, brother Apoo? What's good? You know how you're in charge of Udon and you trap some rats? You don't want them to wriggle loose, alright? Because if you ask me, that looks like the pirate Straw Hat Luffy and Pirate Hunter Zoro, don't you think, dude? We get treated to another magnificent pan of Luffy and Zoro going up for the legs somewhere. Or are these guys infiltrating our party? They're from the worst generation. Yo, what are we gonna get for catching them? Apoo. And Kid looks over. He's like, man, he's up to no good. They broke out of the prison. No problems here. Okay, folks, we got one fun golden festival happening tonight. As it happens, I got someone I want to erase right now. Look at the immediate shift in tone. I'll get rid of one of the Toby Robo and create an open seat. Queen said that he wants to get rid of one of the Toby Robo and open a seat. Oh my. See, that's fascinating. Because now, not only are we going to have this major conflict on the outside, but now there's definitely some inner conflict within the ranks. Queen wants to erase somebody who's there. And you know what? It would not surprise me if they're all in on this, like both king and queen. Because that would entail that they're using this whole tournament thing that they're doing tonight for whoever gets Yamato. Maybe they're using that as a way in order for them to eliminate each other. Or as a way to figure out, or I don't know, man. This is fascinating. As it happens, I got someone I want to erase right now. I'll get rid of one of the Toby Robo and create an open seat. Could he have found out Drake? That's a possibility. Whoa, that's the best possible reward. We can be Toby Robo. I'll do it. Me too. That's quite some motivation. Yeah, my man is out here rocking some Germa 66 armor. What is this? And then the girl on the left looks like she's going to the Honeybee Inn. I want that seat for myself. And this person on the right looks like somebody from that one stand arc from Gintama. And then you have another member of the Yiga clan. What are all these cosplayers doing? And is that what I'm seeing here? Is Onigashima just an anime convention? Is that all it is? There's no hope unless you're at least a gifter. Forget it. No, you know what? It's not. It's E3. That is what Onigashima is. Onigashima's E3. It's E3. These guys seem annoying to deal with. They must all be smile fruit users. Kaido's castle's probably in the back. Oh my. And they see a whole bunch of people in front of them. Let's clear the minimum out of the way and get inside. Sounds good. And then Apoo. Burink, burink. Chang, 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 chang. And he starts playing Donkey Kong with his chest. Listen up. This is fighting music. Also, that's where the title comes from. This is fighting music. Scratch! Bop! And he sends Luffy flying. Luffy, huh? Hang on. That's the guy who was in an alliance with Jaggy. What was that? Did I get punched? Slash! And then Zoro gets slashed. Whoa, Zoro! Oh, whoa, hey, Apoo is showing himself to be a threat here. A slashing attack. He doesn't have a blade. I didn't see the trajectory of his attack at all. What are those powers he has? Check it out. It's like Scratchmen Apoo is a combination of Jet Set Radio, DJ Hero, and like Frequency. Y'all play Frequency on the PlayStation 2 or Amplitude or any one of those what was the studio called? I forgot what that studio was called, man. But it's the same studio, Harmonix. And any of those like old Harmonix games. That's basically what Scratchmen Apoo is here, man. He's showing the greatness of rhythm games at E3 2020. Here comes another one. I know. Boom! And he sends Luffy flying again! Luffy, man, go hit him with a Red Hawk! Luffy! Wait a second, that was quick. Is that all you got? And the king is foaming at the mouth. Well, not really foaming, but it's just smoke coming out of his mouth due to the explosion. And then Zoro says, screw it. No choice. Just have to get away. Ha 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 ha. They're running for it. After them. And he carries a currently unconscious Luffy. If we take too much damage here, we won't last to actually fight Kaido. That's facts. It's not just that they outnumber us. Their scale runs deep. Yo. this is actually a very interesting situation. Why is that? Because these are characters that never run away. This right here shows me the growth that they've had since the original Sabaody. Because Zoro right here, as he has many times in the series, takes the role as the vice very, very seriously. You know, often giving Luffy advice in some ways, and one that he doesn't want to hear, some that he does want to hear, whatever the case would be, right? He's been the one to tell him to tighten up multiple times here in post-time skip as well. But ever since Sabaody, there has been shifts in certain moments to where you're like, man, did they really learn from that defeat back then? Because at the beginning of the time skip, they were definitely overly cocky, right? Like extreme, especially during Punk Hazard. Like they were really, really cocky, which is why they got captured in the whole Caesar Clown situation. But as it's progressed, you've seen, especially with Whole Cake Island, you got to see, you know, how much they prioritize certain things. You know, the survival of the entire crew over getting what they want and whatever it is that they are. But this is fascinating coming from Zoro, because Zoro and Luffy are the two most reckless characters. So the fact that Zoro is carrying Luffy here, and I understand that it's because he's unconscious. We don't know what Luffy himself would have stated. I mean, if he was still awake, I'm pretty sure he would have wrecked Apoo. But hey, man, shout out to Apoo, bro. I mean, yo, my man right now declared himself a threat. Man was playing DJ Hero, playing that old Donkey Kong game on the GameCube with the bongas. But seriously, like, just seeing Zoro carry Luffy out of there, to me, is so awesome, because it does show that growth from that time period of like, man, we've got to get out of here. As much as I would love to pwn this dude for taking out my captain right now, you know, Luffy's definitely not taken out. He's just a little unconscious, you know, caught off guard by Apoo. But once again, man, a massive props to Apoo. But showcasing, you know, Zoro right here saying, you know, putting the situation above his probably instinct inside of him is to pwn everyone around him, but to prioritize safety because they realize there's a much bigger threat here. There's Kaido we need to take care of. And I don't think that's something that the Strasbourg's time skip would have done. So that's a really cool situation here. If we take too much damage, we won't last actually fight Kaido. It's not just that they outnumber us, but their skill runs deep. You know, it's not just that they have a lot of numbers, but by God, man, they're skilled. And right here we see Quincy with an arrow, Clang, Flagnards, and then another one comes over here from the side with that one thing from Zombies. You know, in Call of Duty Zombies, that one thing on the that you have to feed. I forgot what you have to feed to it. In Mob of the Dead, I forgot what it was, man. Regardless, he has that coming out of his stomach. And then, yo, Luffy comes right out and munches on the alligator. Yeah, sorry, I'm fine. Of course you are. Of course you are, bro. You expect me to believe you go down to Scratchmen Apoo? Let's break through them. Enough disguises. They're hard to move in. Yo, they said screw all the nonsense. You know, bro, just seeing Luffy rocking the cape again, 50 out of 10 chapter. 50 out of 10. Look at this panel. Luffy and Zoro said, forget all the nonsense. Forget everything I just said. Let's break through. Screw the disguises. See, this is why I was saying, I was like, I don't know how Luffy would have reacted to that scenario. And now him and Zoro, because now that they're together, they can take on anyone. I don't care who it is. Let's break through. Enough disguises are hard to move in. Check it out. Oh, this is double spread. I gotta look at this. Check it out. Is that Kid? Oh, check it out. You're still in my firing range. Let's see how you like my subwoofer. Straw Hat. Roronoa. Stop it, Kid. They'll spot you too. I don't care. That traitor over there is how all this got started. Oh, because that's right. Because this entire thing happened because Apoo betrayed Kid, and Kid wants revenge for that, man. He's a dude who seems like something like that will run deep within the very core of his soul. Like, alright, dude, wait till I get back at you. He seems like he has that type of mentality. Like, if Kid was a basketball player, anytime he would face against someone who betrayed him, he'd score 60 on his head. That's the type of dude he is, you know, that's the mentality he got. Eat this, Apoo. Kid Punk Gibson. And he brings down a massive hand made of metal and just swishes him, dude. Let's go. They can't be the end of the chapter. We just got some kid greatness, bro. Yes. So in this one chapter, it's centered in this one area, you know, and I always love whenever Oda, well, I love whenever he does it either way, but for me, I love whenever he sticks in one area because we're able to see, you know, more of that area, some more character interactions solely with like the characters that are here. You know, we're able to focus. You know, we're able to have a single, clear vision of what's going on here, and that single clear thing that was happening here in this chapter was this them breaking up in here. Luffy being pissed off because of what happened last week, goes down, alerts everyone that's there. Queen is like, Queen stated that there's one of the Toby that he wants to unseat. But Scratchmen Apoo gets whole situation as well. And then when he and Zoro, that entrance by Zoro was so awesome, man. You know, that thing sliced it. I should have known it was him by whenever it got sliced. When I forgot that Zoro went off on his own, I thought he was going to run into Kaido for all the love of the Flag North. But he comes up here, and he slices it. Comes back down, and then he starts blaming Luffy for everything. And Luffy's like, yo, screw the Flag North, man. You know, they spilled Oshiruko, you know, they did it for Tama, you know, we're gonna do this for Tama. And he was like, you know what, they spilled the Oshiruko, let's pwn them. And then Apoo surprising me, man. And he's a supernova, you know, we know that he definitely has some strength to him. But I didn't expect him to do that for Luffy, and even though Luffy was only really unconscious for like a couple seconds, still, man, to be able to do that to the king, you know, worthy of respect there. And so he does. He sliced Zoro up too, even though Zoro didn't even feel it. You know, he just kept going. He tanked that thing. You feel me? He no-sold it. So they go on forward and they go up, continuing into like swimwear. And Zoro prioritizes escape, takes Luffy with him, and then they run into all these other individuals again. And Luffy says, "You know, screw disguises, bro. I'm tired of all this nonsense, man. It's hard moving these things. I believe these things are weighing me down. Let's go up in like swimwear." And then when they turn it off, they take it, they just, all the disguises off. And then they go up in like swimwear. Start pwning. And that's when Kid shows up and he's like, nah, y'all get away from Scratch. This is my prey. Because he's the reason why I'm involved in this entire thing in the first place. It's all his fault. He sold me out. And for selling me out, I'm gonna whoop him. Punk Gibson. Dude, what a special chapter, man. We got to see Luffy, the goat, in the coat again. Zoro's epic entrance. Scratch got some shine down to something to think about when it comes to Queen. And there's also a conspiracy going on here because, like I said before, King is the one who put that entire thing together. You know, for what's going to go down next. Actually, let me talk about Kid right quick, and then I'm going to go back and reread a certain portion of 979 and talk about that. But Kid, right here, you know, he says that trade over there is how this entire thing got started. And yo, Apoo is shook. He's like, Kid? And Kid also said, screw being in disguise. We're going to start wrecking. So now, next chapter, I'm pretty sure everybody's going to be alerted that they're here. Or they might not be alerted. Everyone who's here, maybe they might fight Queen here after this. Right? Maybe Queen gets taken out before the Fire Festival even begins. Who knows? We'll see what happens, especially with all of them here. Now, I do wonder how, because if they do decide to fight off Queen here, that would give us a good estimate to where all of them are strength-wise, because let's just say Luffy does flex his Rio Haki against Queen. I'm not sure if he 1v1s Queen, or if it's a Luffy, Zoro, and Kid, and Killer versus Queen. If that's the case, they should easily take out Queen if it's all of them together. Well, not really easily, but you know what I'm saying, like being able to do it with much more ease. But I'm really curious on where Oda's going to take it, because I'm not sure due to what was stated with Queen. You know, Queen's like, I want to unseat one of the Toby Robos, and I want to erase one of the Toby Robo. And it just makes you think, who? Because the obvious answer is Drake, but because this is Oda, Mr. Ankle Breaker himself, Ankle Breaker Hall of Fame, it makes you want to think, like, man, it's probably not him. For all we know, it could be who's who. Who's who? Ulti, Black Maria, like, Sasaki, like it could be any of those other characters. But the fact that he wants to unseat, that he wants to erase one of them, makes me think it's like King put all of that together. Let me go back and look at 979 real quick. King put all of that together. King, this was your idea. That's right. Some of you wouldn't bother to show performance. I summoned them because I got tipped off about your problem. I thought they might be needed. That's a good point. Yes, sir. He got tipped off about the problem. Who tipped him off? Could it be Queen? I'm telling you, Queen and him could be in cahoots on this thing. Master Queen is currently emceeing the show on the Golden Festival stage, but after that, 3 lead performers will be holding a toast. The Shogun, Orochi, and Master Kaido will give a speech. And upon their arrival, Big Mom Pirates, we have Master Kaido and Big Mom join together to formally announce the world's strongest pirate alliance. Following that, Master Kaido will have a very important announcement. And they all have to go find Yamato. And whoever finds Yamato will give you the right to directly challenge any lead performer of your choosing. How about that? And the way that Jack... See, look at this. Any complaints? And then when we go down, we see Kid and Jack. None at all. Almost as if they're in the entire thing. And then we see who's who. So could it be indicating they could be who's who? I don't know. I don't know, dog. But man, dude. Like I said before, this was just one of those chapters that I was just so hyped to read, man. But I really, really enjoyed this one. You know, seeing Luffy pwn fodder. Going up in like swimwear. Kid Zoro epic entrance, dude. Just having Luffy and Zoro going up in like swimwear is always nostalgic, but the way it was handled in this chapter was really awesome. And this thing to think about, Queen, Apoo going up in like swimwear, you know, seeing him and some shine. They took off their disguises, said screw it, you know, it's awesome to see him back in the coat. And then we get this awesome double spread of Kid saying, yo, that man is a traitor. I'm going up in like somewhere and I'm pawning up punk gifts and Kid greatness, bro. Fun chapter this week. And it looks like the next chapter won't be coming for another 2 weeks. Man, dude. Can't wait to see what happens next, because I originally thought that we were actually going to be able to see Kaido and Orochi's speech, but what if we don't get to see it? You know, what about if they go up in like swimmer with Queen? They take out Queen, and then when it looks like everything's going in their favor, that's when Big Mom shows up, and it's like, yo, you forgot about me, son. And then the two combination of Kaido and Big Mom is what's truly threatening. That's the thing that's really scary, right? Kaido and his crew by themselves are enough, but the fact that there's 2 of them here, so I do wonder how they're gonna do this, man. Like, can they take on Queen here, or will Queen run away, or will Queen prioritize? I don't know, because I'm going to assume if Scratchmen Apoo gets destroyed here, which I'm going to assume he is, he's already been destroyed by Kid. There's no way in the Flag is taking on Kid, Luffy, and Zoro. Just one of them can take out Apoo. So I want to see what Queen does, because based on what Queen does, we'll be able to see, you know, how things will be handled from there. What a fun chapter, man. I'll see y'all next time. Have an awesome day. Let me know what y'all thought about this week's chapter in the comment section down below. Let me know about anything that I missed, or any comments and or theories that you would like to share with me about this chapter, or anything else related to the best-selling manga in history, man. But until then, what a fun chapter. I love this. I love the end of this chapter so much. I want to get on One Piece Pirate Warriors and use Kid, you know, just go ham with them. But also Luffy and Zoro, bro. It's great to see them in their regular outfits, which means sooner or later everybody's gonna take off their disguises and say whatever, man. Like, that's it. We're back up in the film like swimwear. Which, yo, if Luffy keeps this coat, I'm going to assume that he's gonna have to take off the coat later. Yo, if he... Bro, can you imagine Luffy in front of Kaido, flexing, and he takes off the coat, bro, on some Yakuza stuff, nah. Yeah! I'd lose my mind, dude. But I'll see y'all next time, man. Y'all have a blessed one. One Piece greatness. Super, yo, awesome meathead chapter, bro. Meathead energy. It's all me, baby.